All right, so we are going to get into episode 16 of Frenemies. So this one is called Frenemies is Under Attack. I'm pretty sure this one is about D'Angelo Wallace, because this was around the time where D'Angelo Wallace had made the video about Shane Dawson, and Trisha was really, really, really pissed off at this. I don't know if people remember this, but this was like a really, really, really messy era, and this was when Trisha was like, I hate D'Angelo Wallace. D'Angelo Wallace is the worst. So I'm excited for this one. So I'm going to take notes at the same time as watching this. And yeah, let me inspect the outfits first. I normally prefer Trisha's outfits, but I like Ethan's outfit. I have this hat and I like this hat. Anyway, let's get on with it.
Frenemies is back and we're under fire.
Under fire?
Wait, you didn't tell me this. Everything was fine when I sat down. You didn't tell me we're
The Frenemies are under fire. People are criticizing our show. Did you know that?
No, I did not.
First of all...
You didn't tell me this. I thought we were having like a fun reaction to
Well, we are, but a few things came up and I was like, wow, they're coming for us.
Ooh,
First of all, Insider wrote an article.
Oh my god, was this cat? My little shitty bestie. So, starts with Ethan saying Frenemies is under attack. Few things. So it was the Insider article. Oh no! It was Lindsay! Oh my god, I haven't watched this episode in so long. It was Lindsay Dodson who wrote this article, I'm pretty sure. It was not Kat, it was Lindsay. God, my memory sometimes impresses me.
Oh, they write an article like every day though on me, I feel.
Do they really?
They're always like,
why do they pretend like they're like a serious publication and then they go, well, here's a podcast hosted by two of YouTube's most controversial personalities. First of all, you get that title.
You are pretty hated and controversial.
Why hated?
Well, more controversial because your politics, like, I don't even watch the H3, but it's like annoying and I don't even watch it. But I hear about your politics just through TikTok, through whatever, and I'm just like, oh, okay, yeah.
Really?
And it's pretty controversial. You're pretty segregated. You're pretty much like, what?
Who's more controversial?
Huh?
Trisha says Ethan is controversial because of his politics. Ethan asks, this is already starting off on a great note. Ethan asks, who's more problematic?
You.
Trisha says
like,
Ethan.
You like Trump, you suck and must die. And I'm like, oh my god, like that's the way you
Literally
guys come
didn't
across.
say that.
Well, not literally, but that's how you come across. And
Okay,
I'm
hold
like,
on.
Let's not segregate people. Like, you're President
Okay,
Clinton.
what if let's not segregate fascists out of our audience.
That's what I'm saying. You're not okay. I'm not trying to get political on here. Obviously,
Thank you for loving the stream
I
setup.
wanted to ask you, what do you think about the news of the MAGA riot at the Capitol?
Oh my god! When was this posted? The 12th of Jan. When was it again? When was storming the Capitol? Where were you on the... Oh my god, what's that like? Was it on the 6th? January 6th, yeah! I don't mean to have an excited tone at that, but don't take me out of context. But because I remembered it. January 6th. Who remembers the video of that, like, woman where she's, like, standing like this? And she's, like, holding the USA flag. And she's like... that was such a scary day. Where was Trisha Paytas on January 6th? Where was Jeffree Star on January 6th?
Don't tell me you didn't hear about it.
I saw it on Twitter.
Uh-huh.
I don't know anything about it.
Jesus.
You guys didn't watch anything about it? Then you guys don't watch the news? Been too busy. What a look.
Being too busy. Being too busy to know. Oh my god, these people are so... That's what Moses said. They were too busy to know about it. See, this is whenever I don't know if, like, they're trolling. Do you think Trisha's trolling whenever she says things like this? Moses feeding into it is kind of a scary thought, I'm gonna be honest. But, like... Oh my god. My friend Corey said Joe and I are watching. You better get into Frenemies, mama. Hi, Corey. Hi, Joe. I can't wait to make out with one of you later. Who's gonna be the lucky boy? Joe, I hope it's you. Anyway, it was so, like, I wonder if they're trolling at this stage. Let me see. Jeffree Star leading the riot. Yeah, it's hard to know, people are saying. It feels like it has to be a bit sometimes. He's asking the right questions. We hope it's Joe. Be ready, Joe. Oh my god, the chat are siding with Joe. Joe, I'll see you later, babe.
Great.
That's my ovulation week, so.
Oh, you were ovulating?
Yeah.
Bitch! Sorry, Trisha didn't hear about the fucking storming of the Capitol because she was too busy fucking. Raw fucking. Girl, we ain't need to hear all that. We do not need to hear all of that. That's upset me. That's upset my night. What can I write for notes here? Trisha says Ethan is controversial because of his politics. Ethan asks who's more problematic. Trisha says Ethan. Trisha talks about Ethan talking about Trump. Ethan asks about January 6th. Trisha doesn't know about it. Too busy raw fucking.
You guys were busy, huh? How busy can you be? I mean, wham bam. I mean, damn, dude.
I saw something on Twitter, and I asked Moses about it when it happened. He's like, "Oh, I don't know." And then we just like let it go.
That's so nice. I used to be. I mean,
they're the
I
worst
remember
people
when I was,
ever.
Like, really younger, I felt that way about. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I mean, you can feel whatever you want, but I just remember when I was a kid and my parents would get all worked up about politics. I'd be like, whatever, nobody cares. And it's true, you know, nothing ever changes. But Trump is a fascist, and not all of his supporters are fascists, but the ones that stormed the Capitol are fascist
But prior to
insurrectionists.
that happening, you were very aggressive about people supporting Trump, and you're just like, you're an idiot.
Trisha, please! Trisha, please! Oh, God, she's... Keep in mind, this was during her, like... Ally, I love gay people. Like, that was during this era.
Yeah, okay. I
You know what I mean?
accept
It's
that.
controversial because, like, in general, I just try and be, like, inclusive of everybody, everything.
Because she's trying to get there's very limited people watching those videos, so she's like, I'm gonna try to get any audience.
I understand.
I try and people still want to hold it against me. I'm like, I'm just trying my best over here.
Okay, so we're back to the headline. We're
Trying my best over here.
two of YouTube's most controversial.
That was like my friend doing bingo yesterday who does drag bingo. I feel like she was like moaning after every word that she said. She would literally moan after every word. It was like a little bit of Trisha tease. So yeah.
So personalities, but I highly reject that I'm more controversial than you.
I don't think you're more controversial. I think
You're way more controversial than me.
I used to be. I don't
Can I get it back?
anymore.
Can I get it back up on that, Dan? Like when I said, Dan, I'm not controversial. He said, what? So apparently I'm controversial. But between
Yeah,
the
I mean,
two
you're
of
definitely
us.
you're both controversial in very different ways. It's kind of apples and oranges.
What do I do? Why do I get that
Because
label?
you know what it
All I am is just trying to be myself.
I'm a better controversial than you because
Bitch, not a better controversial.
everything I'm controversial for is on myself. I say I'm transgender, DID. You are like you, and me. I'm like,
So is she
me, and
openly
I'm like,
acknowledging there? She literally says, I wonder if I could just type this. It'd be so much quicker, right? But what do I want to say? Trisha says she's a better controversial than Ethan and references DID and coming out as transgender. Holy shit, this is so much quicker than doing that. Ugh, why haven't I been doing this?
You never talk shit about anybody in your whole
Who
career.
do I talk shit about?
How about the entire internet? James Charles, the Dixie family, Gabby Hanna.
Oh, Gabby.
You were talking shit about the Tyler Oakley the last
I
time.
think
You were talking.
this is what it brings it out on this podcast because that's you.
Oh,
You're
please.
a TikToker.
Does anyone remember that episode where Trisha was just randomly like, nobody cares about you, Tyler Oakley. Nobody cares about you, Ricky Dillon. And I think Ricky Dillon responded to it and was like, or no, it was Connor Franta. And Connor Franta was like, what the fuck did I do to you?
I'm a shit talker with you, but in my personal life, I'm like, whatever.
Oh, please. Okay, whatever.
I don't know what it is about this podcast, though, that I do feel very confident to just shit talk people.
Yeah,
But
it's
as opposed to if it was just me, I'd be more scared. But for some reason, when I have this microphone on this setting, I'm like, oh
Well,
my
especially
God.
James Charles. This is the anti-James Charles podcast. We
Yup.
Say that again.
Yup.
I don't know. In 2021, Trish is kind of like, okay, James, we'll give you
Okay,
a
wait.
shot.
I gotta get back to this because there's a whole.
Okay. What?
I don't like.
Trisha says 2021 Trish loves James Charles. Just taking notes.
2021 Trish anymore.
I love everybody. I want to collab with James Charles.
Yeah, he's.
Furthermore, she wants to collaborate with James Charles. You really get high-end videos from me.
Never gonna talk. To
You think maybe?
You
a
will
TikTok?
never.
You don't think
He
he'd
despises you.
2021 Trish is new, though.
This was after, by the way, James made that video being like, Trisha, you're the worst person in the entire world.
Buy that. I don't buy 2021 Trish either.
I'm supportive of James Charles now, so I don't
Why are
think
you
that-
leaving me in the trenches? I thought we were going to war with James Charles.
I believe new year, new everybody. I feel James could change, we could change.
Really?
I'm a different person now.
What would I change about myself? Being fat. I'm working on it.
Yeah, you're definitely
Do I look
getting
skinnier
there.
than last episode?
You.
I shaved, so I think that always makes me look fatter.
Well, I also think you look skinnier because your hair is grown out. Like, you were bald, so it made
Oh,
you look.
no.
But also, you dress like a toddler. Last time you were dressed like a man, so you just look svelty. Now you look. You had a hat on earlier that was horrible, and I wanted you to wear it. I wasn't going to tell you. I hoped that you were going to wear it on the show, so people would be like, "Oh my god, why is he dressed like a toddler?" But now you kind of look like.
Not her trying to set him up. She always used to make those jobs about Teddy Fresh.
You're kind of cool. You look.
Why am I a toddler? I'm just wearing a t-shirt.
The hat and the T-shirt you had together. It was
Yeah,
like.
I agree. The hat was bad, and I took it off. All right.
I love this
You
hat.
should try and dress. Maybe we could do an episode where we give each other makeovers. Maybe I could buy clothes for you and style your hair. And
That's just, I mean, okay, but that's you doing.
I saw that with
Tana.
Tana
Can you give me
asking.
a makeover?
What would I do? You're
Put me
already
in
picked
Fresh.
out. No, but I'll take a makeover.
Can I make you over?
Yeah.
That'd be cool. I like a cool one, like a real one.
Let's do it.
Okay.
You
Really?
did, aren't you just gonna turn me into like a drag queen?
No, that's what you want. I think that's
Okay.
That was actually kind of quick, like funny comment. That was actually kind of a funny comment. Fair play, Trish. Fair play, Trish.
See?
No, it's not my fan.
Really?
Okay.
Because you really love being the other gender.
Here we go again.
My friend Glue just messaged me, the drag queen. Adam, I'm watching you while I tuck my penis. I love my friends updating me. Almost a little bit too much, one might argue. I love you, Glue. And I hope the pain isn't too much for the serve.
Pick one guy except for Uncle Fester, which you did look just like.
The chat say slay.
Thank you. Jeffrey?
Jeffrey and James Charles.
Okay, but they're...
Yeah, shut up, Dan.
Oh my god.
All right, let's move on past this. So anyway,
My only communication with you this week was a text like, did Jeffrey really sleep with Kanye? I'm like, I don't know. Like, when you texted me that, I'm like, how would I know that?
Not the Jeffrey, Kanye sleeping scandal. Trisha says the only time Ethan talked to her that week was texting her asking if Jeffrey and Kanye were sleeping together. God, this is so much easier writing notes like this. I wish I could go back to school and I would just write my notes like this.
Why would
somebody
I know
was
that?
like, somebody for some
The
reason
scandal was
like,
so
Trisha probably
funny.
has some intel on it.
No, it was so weird when you texted. I felt like a fan texting me. I'm like, who is this? I'm like, that's Ethan.
Why are you so sensitive? Just answer the question.
I'm not sensitive. I'm like, but that's the only communication I get from you all week is the thing with
She
them.
always
I
would
don't
complain
know what
about
you
this.
want from me. You want-
She would always complain about Ethan not talking to her behind the
Don't
scenes.
text me enough. What am I? I'm not your boyfriend or your fiance. I
Oh!
don't have to deal with this shit.
Oh. Trisha, like, tears come down. I'm not your boyfriend. Tears come down from Trishy Fishy.
Yeah.
You're my co-host.
Sarah said because she's in love with him. Listen, you said that. Did you finish your bottle of wine? No, I'm literally like... I haven't even passed the neck of it. I'm mainly drinking water, actually, surprisingly.
So,
I'm shocking myself,
you're
actually.
the co-host.
Text me. You never text me. You
Um,
never initiate.
She's so in
conversations
love with
me.
him, the chat are
I think
saying.
so.
Alright.
Whatever.
Whatever.
All right, can I read the headline,
Can I
please?
ask where I'm supposed to look? Because people always know that I'm looking at myself. Where do you look? Where am I supposed to look if not the monitors?
Well, the camera's above the monitors.
You look at the camera?
Sometimes.
Okay.
It's hard not to look at the monitor. I agree with me.
I look at
But
myself.
we know you're a narcissist, and you said you look bomb today, so you're gonna want to look at
I
yourself.
look bum on this side. I have really bad acne on this side. So just keep profile.
Keep profile. Why did she
What is
moan
it?
like that?
Yeah.
For podcast, so we Frenemies is under attack. That's gonna be the title. It's gonna be really good.
Frenemies is under attack. Okay, I like that.
It's
Are we
true, though.
Are
It's
we
true.
actually? Oh.
Two of YouTube's most controversial personalities is creating new conversations about mental health. That sounds good, right?
I
But
don't like being a poster child for like mental health. All of a sudden it's like BPD and mental. It's just like
I agree. I don't like it either. We're just two friends doing a podcast.
I did watch your H3 live a little bit about someone saying like I just hate that. That's what
Oh, this is D'Angelo, right? We're getting into it now.
it's about. Like how dare he collab with a girl with mental health issues? It's not like I killed somebody and I should be like locked in prison forever. Like
Also, the insinuation is like that you don't have your own agency, that you're not your own adult making your own choices. Like Ethan is exploiting Trisha. It's like, no, Trisha is an adult who makes her own choices, and we're just two friends making a podcast.
you're exploiting me because I have like something wrong in my brain. So
Yeah.
if I don't know that you're doing like that, what we're doing, like I know how I am on the internet. Like
Right.
it's my life. That's
Right. Good point. It's your brand.
It's my life.
Yeah, and I'm like, if I have to deal with it, I might as well monetize off of it. You know what I'm saying? But also, like, I keep saying
I feel like that's... If I have to live it, I may as well monetize off of it. A quote from Trisha about mental health. I feel like that says everything.
love this show. Like everyone just like stop the podcast. I'm like, please don't stop this podcast. That's all I got going.
But let me read you what they said.
That's so. Oh, I hate that I'm like this person and that our show is like mental health awareness. It's like why?
It's just not that. Yeah, I don't know
I'm
why.
a nutcase.
Let's see. Eve Klein, who pokes and antagonizes her, appears ill-equipped.
Trisha agrees with that.
Again, this is a criticism I've gotten from several people.
Oh.
I'm not a clinical therapist. I'm not equipped in any way.
Neither is Dr. Drew, so stop having him on.
with anything. We're just two friends doing a podcast. This isn't therapy. I don't know what people want. I'm ill-equipped to deal with her fluctuating mood swings. Like, hello, who is it? I'm just a guy.
I feel like I'm like someone that needs a caregiver or something because everyone's like, he's not equipped to deal with. Like, I'm not that bad. I feel like.
But also, I don't handle it that bad either. It's not like I'm like, well, fuck you, and we can't do it, and I'm flipping the desk. They make it sound so bad, you know? I think we're handling it well.
I'm okay. I mean, I'm fine with it actually because people actually tend to be more sympathetic towards me seeing an actual outburst. So I'm like,
I agree, and that's another reason why I think it's good is because
that shit's real.
It humanized you in a way, and it made me understand you in a way I didn't, and I think that's good.
And it got me a follow from Dr. Drew on Twitter.
Look, she's like so obsessed with Dr. Dre. Boo, Dr. Dre, boo, boo. This is not a safe space for Dr. Dre. Who said it? Me. I said it.
Watch out, Moses. Oh, here's another one. Viewers and mental health professionals alike, who are unsure whether the podcast is good or bad for mental health representation. On one hand, it's incredibly rare to view such raw...
I mean, if I'm thinking correctly, Lindsay wrote this article, like I previously mentioned. Now, I like Lindsay. You know, I've spoken to her a lot. I haven't spoken to her in a while, but I spoke to her a lot, you know, over the years. And I'm going to be honest, this article seems really dramatic. And I feel like I can sympathize because during the time we were all talking about frenemies, you know, it was very much so a conversational piece, but I feel like to write an article about like, you know, poster for mental health and stuff like that, I feel like it's like taking it really deep. And as much as I really do adore Lindsay and a lot of her work I love it so much. But I feel like this article is really kind of missing the mark here. I feel like this is really, really, really dramatic. But I really do like her.
Conversations about mental illness. On the other, it could be considered exploitative.
I just don't know why we became like I just don't want to.
Anyone agree with that or not?
To be BPD. Like I follow a lot of TikTokers. That's all they talk about, and that's cool. But it's also like, it's like being the fat girl. Like I don't want to be the fat girl. I don't want to be the crazy girl.
I don't want to be the dude with Tourette's either.
Yeah, but I feel like you're not because people don't make like a big deal of it.
Well, I don't. Yeah, and well, it's like you could talk about it and do the whole thing, which is fine. I'm not criticizing, but the point is.
Let me actually do that in notes. They speak about the Insider article written by possibly Lindsay about this being a podcast for mental health and whether it's doing a good job or not, or if Ethan is enabling Trisha, ... When is it that deep? My notes are amazing.
They just want clicks. It's like how... Well, first of all, and another point that this guy, D'Angelo Wallace, who, by the way, I like, and I watch his videos, and
yeah, it was D'Angelo. And Trisha despised D'Angelo Wallace because he had just came out with the Shane Dawson video, which Ethan thought was a great video. And they had him on H3 many times. Oh my god, thank you for being here. Better late than never. I appreciate you being here a lot. Thank you.
And he's a friend of the show. Love D'Angelo Wallace.
She goes, yeah, I remember that. She goes, not a friend of this show. He may be a friend of the H3 show, but he's not a friend of this show. Ethan talks about D'Angelo Wallace and says he's a friend of the show. Trisha goes, not a friend of this show.
He's, I think, friends of H3 maybe. Podcast.
Yeah, not this show, but he's
not Frenemies.
On the black side of this desk, there's friendship. The pink side, I guess.
She was so stubborn. And then after she fell out with Shane, she was like, actually, I never watched any of his videos, and I just watched them, and he did a really good job. Like,
there's a line in the sand.
I would say we hate D'Angelo Wallace on the pink side.
Oh,
okay,
Jesus.
We love him on the black side.
And we hate him on the pink side.
I like that there's a line in the sand.
I hate that people consider someone like credible just because they have like a long video with like, you know, cool editing. It's like this person's just like a random person that highlights. It's just like any propaganda. Like I'm gonna show you all the negative stuff.
Okay, wait, you're talking about the like
Shane
hour-long video he made.
And I honestly, actually, I never watched it. I just saw the like clips on your H3 live.
So she never watched it.
Oh, well, so I was gonna pull. Let's not stray too far from the path, but. At any rate, he does make a point. He echoes a lot of these points. This is like it's exploitative, and then he also said that
people are just jealous that they nobody cares about their shitty shows and shitty content. You know what I mean? Like I hate people like this. Like Anna Nicole, I remember her on a reality show. Some girl comes up to her and goes, "You know, they're just like using you, right?" And she's like, "I don't care as long as I get paid." And I'm like, "Yeah, like this is our lives. Like, we're not supposed to have a career." Could you imagine BPT and like Target? If I was a Target employee, and guess what? I got fired because I was paranoid. I literally thought that everyone was like literally trying to kill me inside of Target. I worked for like.
Where is this coming from? I feel like this is just like sprung And also, that D'Angelo Wallace video on Shane Dawson was revolutionary in the trajectory of Shane Dawson's career. So let's not downplay it in any way. In any way.
Electronics department, Marietta, California, when I was 18 years old, and I thought everyone was trying to murder me, including my manager of the electronics department, and I got fired. So, like, at least I'm given this platform where I can make better money than working at Target. Yeah, so...
Where did this come from? Why are we being told this?
But wait, so I didn't know paranoia was a symptom.
Even Ethan's confused.
I told you, I think I might be schizo.
I don't think so.
We looked up BPD the other day. There is paranoia.
Yeah, I don't think you're schizo.
But, I mean, I'm paranoid of everything for sure. I think Moses is trying to poison me. In fact, you know what I do when I make food for him? I take a bite of mine, he takes a bite of his, and if you want to switch to make sure that I didn't poison this food.
It's a good point to write down. I'm going to write that down now. Trisha doesn't trust Moses and makes them switch foods to test
That's
it.
what we do now.
Yeah, that's quite a relation. Yeah, I know.
And which, by the way, is a horrible movie. He made me watch it on
What?
Saturday.
I love that movie.
Oh, it's so bad. He kept talking about it. He's like, you're going to love it. And I'm not going to
You know
love
what's
it.
so weird, Moses? I do that to Hila, and she reacts the same way Trisha does. I always go, Hila, watch Princess Bride, and she goes, I fucking hate it.
Oh, really?
Isn't that so weird?
It's awful. I don't think it's a
It's
girl's
not.
movie. I don't think
It
it's
is
like...
a girl's movie. It's like a chick flick.
No, they try so hard to be funny. It's like not...
Okay, can we focus,
The
please?
Inconceivable guy, I'm like, please just stop this movie right now. I kept trying to like postpone it. Anyway, yeah.
Did you watch it more or less of the amount that you watched Schindler's List?
We made it through Princess Bride, although I was on my TikTok, so...
Oh, you watched it, but you were on TikTok.
Yeah, because I just didn't care anymore. The movie switched halfway through.
I hate when that happens. Okay, but anyway,
Princess
D'Angelo said...
Princess Bride. I've never heard of that movie before. I've never heard of it. Princess Bride. Who's starring in it? I feel like that's kind of like it's kind of giving me, what's her name? What is her name? She was in the Princess Diaries. She's kind of giving, like, the name of that is kind of giving... Oh my god, I was going to say Anne Frank, but that is not who I'm thinking of. Anne Hathaway! Anne Hathaway! Anne Hathaway, yes! Never Chris, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you. Anne Hathaway, not Anne Frank.
Said a lot of the same things. He said a lot of nice things about both of us, so I don't want to make it seem like he didn't say nice things about us. But what he said is, here, let me pull it up. We can watch.
We're gonna watch it?
Yeah, there's a clip. Timestamp.
Why are people haters? This is like a fun show.
He's not...
This is Ethan's podcast as well. I think he plays a huge part in this. Yes, like I said, I truly
What
believe
happened to
that he
D'Angelo? Is he still upload?
does his best to manage Trisha Paytas and her outbursts. But it's like once they happen, he's really happy to profit off of them, basically. Making podcast highlights out of her breakdowns. The show, in some way, is kind of dependent on, is Trisha going to have a breakdown this week?
So that point...
I'm gonna be honest. I mean, D'Angelo kind of made a point there. Oh, that was Princess Diaries. That's what I'm thinking of. D'Angelo kind of made a point. I mean, all of their most highly performing videos are all centered around Trisha having a breakdown.
Well, I highly disagreed with, because we've had two big breakdowns on the show.
Yeah.
And I do not like when that happens.
I hate it.
And by the way, our episodes without breakdowns do great. It's not like nobody watches when there's no breakdown.
Yeah, our Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader one is just as much as me storming out.
And our Steamies did really good.
Yeah, so...
Every episode we've done. So that point I strongly disagree with, you know. Now, he made maybe his point about being exploitative in terms of the highlights. Was kind of... I was like, okay, I do highlights of that, but my counter argument to that is that... if we're not going to put it up, somebody is. Oh, he posted a response to us. What the F? This video goes deep.
Oh, I hate people like this, though.
Wait, you put my DMs to him in the thumbnail. What the F?
You really DM'd
Yeah. I was like, yo, what? He put my... what the F?
Oh.
I told him, I'm going to watch your Shane video tonight. I'll report back.
I hate that we've been talking about him, though, because he's just so, like, not...
She was so bitter because of the Shane video from him.
And not entertaining, and she's just getting, like, a few
Well,
bucks off of, like...
But she hasn't watched the video.
Because they're so not original or funny or anything. Like,
She hates drama channels, which is funny because a couple episodes down the line, she talks about how much she loves drama channels. He 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 he.
I like
Funny.
D'Angelo. His videos are very good. That being said,
I'd rather suck Philip DeFranco's left teeth than watch this video.
his left tit.
Where'd that come from?
Yeah, I was like, Philip DeFranco
Well,
is more
my
entertaining this guy.
point is that we're under fire, and people we're under fire, and I feel like we better address it now.
Because of what? Because I have a mental illness and you're my friend?
Yeah,
Don't be friends
exactly.
with anyone with a mental illness!
That's what I think too.
Oh my god, this
Thank
is
you.
so
Even
loud.
Dr. Drew, when he was here, and I was like, yeah, I don't deserve most, I shouldn't be in a relationship. He goes, no, like, don't say that, because, like, you're worthy of a normal life just because you have something wrong with you. Oh my god, like, I didn't kill anybody. My goodness.
Yeah, they like infantile. They make you like what's the word? Infantile, or they make it seem like you don't have any agency or choice in your life. And it's up to me to say, no, Trisha,
This is stressing me out watching this. Holy fuck. She hates people who do research. She hates anyone that's not up her or Shane's fucking stinky hole. Stinky toilet paper filled hole. Hear that?
acceptable because I'll be exploiting.
All
you.
love though. All love to Trisha. She looks very pretty in this episode, but she has been known to have toilet paper on her ass. She looks very pretty here. In no way am I trying to be mean. I'm giving a compliment at the same time as saying something kind of mean.
At you as like this god because you're just as messed up as me. I mean, you got Tourette's.
Yeah, I agree.
It's also, is that a mental illness?
It's not a mental illness.
What is it? A physical disability?
It's a
Bitch, she
It's a
brings this
syndrome.
up every episode.
So you got something
It's like
wrong with your
OCD.
brain
It's like
too.
OCD.
So your brain. Is
She
not
went,
well.
you're fucked up too. You want to speak about fucked up? Look at yourself.
Wait, right?
what? Yes.
Okay, so my point is,
This episode is
it's
a
like blind
mess.
leading the blind. Like you're not. You
Yes,
see
it's
clear.
the blind leading the blind. Damn.
But why are you so much better than me when
Well,
you're also like?
I think that you're the one having that outburst, I guess. Is so they say Ethan's exploiting her. The show depends on her having outbursts. It's all not true though.
I
That's
mean,
all
I'm
I'm
down
saying.
for another outburst if it happens, but not with you. Hopefully, you know, maybe something else. Will
Oh, baby, there's more to come.
we just go into
What do you
all
want
the
to
drama.
say? Yeah. Come on, let's outburst. No, I'm kidding.
You weren't even awake, and I was 15 minutes late today. And then Dan's like, "Oh, Ethan's not even up yet." I was like,
Is this outburst?
Look at that. She's trying to start a fight. She's trying to start a fight.
You go in for that first? Yeah, I know.
"No."
That's true.
Sometimes when I watched it, I didn't watch HB Live a lot, but when I watched it this last week when you were talking about me, I just really wanted to talk. I had an outburst. That's why I texted you guys during the show because I was like, I had a lot to say, but then I kept deleting it. I was like, okay, no, let me just like not be so crazy on the thing.
Why were you criticizing me?
I think I do in the moment because I always think that I'm on the defense with you when you were actually on my side. And
I'm always on your side. Always.
Right.
Right. You can.
Wait, her response was kind of funny there. I'm always on your side. Right.
I mean, yeah.
But anyway. So that's what I just want to say is that we are under attack. I'm gonna watch that video.
Was it just the Insider and D'Angelo?
Yeah, it was just them.
Wait,
but that's how it starts. Don't you see? Those are two big sources.
Oh, Trisha's
saying that
unimpressed.
They want to cancel our show.
They want to cancel it?
Well,
there was a really nice
and,
one.
and I'm just saying that's how it begins. Then all of a sudden it becomes this talking
Ooh,
point.
Trisha's
And
phone case is cute.
this person's making a video about frenemies is this and that.
No, there was a really nice one.
I'm getting a call from a scam. Should I answer it?
Yeah.
My goodness.
Hold on, I'm answering it. Hello.
Oh, this is gonna make me cringe. I love doing this. I love answering scam calls, but like hearing other people do it. My mother makes me hear it all the time. Luckily, I don't think she's in the chat anymore. She's gonna message me later, I think, and be like, I was watching. And if she is, I apologize, mother. But she does this all the time where I'm with her and she'll be like, she's like giggling and she'll like answer like a spam call and she like thinks it's so funny and I'm like dying of cringe. It's like so embarrassing. But like I would happily do it myself, but like just hearing someone else do it, it's like it's alarming, you know what I mean? It's over. It's over.
Hello.
Oh god.
Hi. Is this scam likely?
Oh god. Why did he do boo? Is this scam likely? Boo! Play into it a little bit more, lazy ass.
Anyways, that was great. This
I agree with
in real
Trish.
life. They did how frenemies reveals a mental health misconception perpetuated by the internet. This was a really good one. This was someone who was like in our favor. Some people are in our favor that
Look at that, by the way. My mother has left. And I'm gonna text her after this. She's gonna be like, I loved the frenemies section. I'm gonna be like, what was your favorite part of the frenemies, mother? What was your favorite fucking part?
show the ugly side of BPT. They're like, you know what? Everyone's a
She literally messaged me a couple minutes ago and was like, you're doing a great job. She was checking if I was still live. She was like, he's still live. Doing a great job, baby.
health advocate until it's ugly. And so I kind of agree with that because everyone thinks it's like cool and trendy to be like mental health awareness. But then as soon as someone has like an outburst, like, why are you friends with her? Why are you doing the show? You're manipulating, you're exploiting, like all that stuff like that. It's like, like, you know.
I agree.
I'm like, yeah, also that same person did the ball of H3.
No, fuck them.
It's the same thing.
Wait, Psych RL? Why is Psych IRL?
Oh, I
making
know Psych RL.
videos
They
about
make
the
good
fall of
videos.
people?
Well, they like us.
Well, I'm still here, bitch. That video was 2 years ago, and I'm still here, so fuck you, Psych RL.
No, she was on our side for front of me. She was
Yeah, well, 2
supportive.
years ago, she was just fucking tap dancing on my grave, bitch.
You turned it around though.
Sorry. I didn't know she's a female.
Yeah,
I shouldn't have said the B word.
You said it right after the last
I
time.
know, I'm
too.
sorry. I did a whole thing about how I don't want to say it, and then...
Thank you for following,
Alright,
by
so
the
you want
way.
to move on to the...
Okay, that's it.
Sure, we can talk about it more.
I really love this job. Please stop trying to cancel us. And
I love it too.
God.
stop, that's the thing. But here, this time last year, everyone was criticizing me for not having a mental disorder, and now it's like, oh, just a mental disorder should
that's
be canceled.
funny,
It's
yeah.
like, oh, what the fuck? Am I crazy? Am I not crazy? Like, what is it?
That's a really good
Do you
observation.
remember when everyone came for me and now everyone's like, wow, like, don't be friends with her. Why is she on the show? You're exploiting her. It's like, oh, the fuck?
That's a really interesting point. So, back the fuck.
I mean, leaving out of a lot of important context, but sure, we'll go along with it.
Let's just do our thing. We're just two friends doing this show. I mean, what the fuck?
I mean, in D'Angelo's defense, a little bit.
Yeah.
He made it clear in that video that he is a fan. He's watched every episode.
Yeah.
He's watched every episode of the show, and
He was very nice.
And he said, Trisha, you're hilarious on this show. Like he had
yeah,
positive things.
that's
to
Look
say.
at it. There's nothing in Trisha that wants to in any way acknowledge D'Angelo because of the video he made on Shane, and I think that is so funny. She was a ride or fucking die for Shane Dawson. She was a ride or die.
Lots of good things. And he was very kind
But
too.
then said, why are you doing a show with her? You're
He
exploiting
did
her.
say, on the other hand, that Ethan's even funnier than Trisha on the show.
Well, then, right away,
He
discredited.
said that, so.
He is
Just
not a
FYI.
credible
Kinda
source,
left that
like
part
I
out,
said from the
Ethan, but
beginning. Yeah.
I can't wait to watch his video. I should wait till,
I think you're funnier, but I definitely am more entertaining.
I think you are so fun. Sometimes I watch the episodes back, and I don't catch exactly the stuff you're saying in the moment, and I'm like,
Because you don't listen to me.
I listen to
'Cause you don't listen to me?
It's like a fast-paced conversation. I don't have time to process everything.
I need her to stop
yeah.
moaning.
But you are very, very funny. And sometimes I'm like, wow, round of applause for Trisha. You're very funny.
Wow, thank you.
Thank you. Are you more entertaining? Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like the whole triple threat.
Yeah, I think if we had a reality.
Oh my god, triple threat pizza box from 2 episodes ago. Who remembers the triple threat pizza box? Whatever the fuck it was called.
show, who would get their reality
Oh
show.
yeah, you. There's nothing good about my reality.
It
There's
is
not.
interesting. Well, no, it's good. It's just not. It's just boring, but it's good. It's peaceful. It's loving.
Well, yeah, for a show, it's nothing to watch.
Right, for
But
sure.
you would make a great reality show.
I would never do it unless Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Let me know.
Yeah, but
I'm currently watching Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and I would absolutely adore to see Trisha on it.
I don't think Moses is posh enough to be because you have to be like.
No,
Housewives.
that's so not even true. They're not even that posh on that show. Like
Really?
Vicky Gumbelson, the girl from Orange County, she literally has no money. They rent a condo. No offense to anyone who rents a condo, but
So why is she on the show?
That's the thing. A lot of them are fake bougie. This other
Really?
guy named Slade was on it, had no money. Like it's they're fake bougie, but it's fine.
They can't find real bougie people in all of LA to be on that show.
I mean, they have Lisa Rinna.
You would destroy this.
Lisa Rinna. Sorry, this is besides the point. If people watch Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Lisa Rinna. Sorry, Reese. Oh my god, Lisa Rinna is the furthest thing from a classy lady.
Place.
And no, they're old women. No offense.
Yeah, break them.
I'd be young on that show. I'd be 32. I'd be a young one.
Okay, you said you're leaving TikTok and apologizing, and then you were back. What happened?
Okay, guys,
Here's,
I'm
let me
leaving
watch.
for real. I'm leaving social media.
Oh, I remember
It's a really
this.
toxic place, and I wish you all well. And I want to apologize to Charlie. Dixon
Why
Gibbs.
did you make this video, and why did you film it like you're in a tent fort?
I didn't like it. And Moses was also next to me, and I didn't want him in the TikTok, so I was like, let me just cover my whole body and just show my eyes.
Just forehead.
I wanted to apologize to Charlie.
Because it's 2021.
Yeah.
But you're still on social media. You didn't even.
Well, that was troll Trish, but that was a not harm. When people take that seriously, because I did 4 saying I'm quitting. I'm like, how are they still taking that seriously?
Okay, fair enough.
So how do people
And then
know
what-
the difference between trolling Trisha and genuine Trisha if she's in her real era still trolling?
Was this one really caught my attention on Instagram? You posted picture of groceries. You posted a picture of Skippy. Extra
It's
crunchy,
crazy to think she is a
single,
child.
Kraft,
I
single
agree.
American,
Yeah.
LaCroix, pure sparkling water.
Yeah.
Bread. Just the bottom part where it says visit. Capri Sun, fruit punch.
Tater tots.
Tater tots, butter.
Oh, well, that was more for you.
Why?
Because I wanted to make grilled cheese this episode. I thought that'd be fun, but
You posted this as a weird subliminal way of communicating with me?
yeah. I thought maybe you
What?
would see it because you DM'd me and said, "Oh, you don't follow me," and I said,
Why do you communicate so cryptically?
Because I thought you would pick it up. You pick up stuff like that.
How does this even mean grilled cheese? Hold on.
Sailor Moon Rose, thank you so much for being here. I really, really, really appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you.
Hold on. Why is there peanut butter?
With the grilled cheese, you put peanut butter on one
I
side,
forgot
butter
she used to
on
do
other,
this
and then
about the
cheese in middle.
groceries.
If you want me to think peanut butter,
Yeah.
if you want me to think grilled cheese, why would you start with peanut butter? That's like a
Oh,
horrible.
that gets your attention though, didn't it? You scrolled through?
Yeah, I was like, what? I thought you did this by mistake or something.
No, I thought maybe you might get the ingredients because we had the
Wow,
ingredients.
this is the biggest shit post ever in Instagram history.
Why?
Because you're just posting pictures of groceries in the hope that I see it and understand you want to make grilled cheese.
I thought you might because you DM'd me prior saying, oh, I'm following you now. If you don't follow me, and I was like, okay, I'll follow you.
Oh, that was Ethan acknowledging that he would follow her after she stopped like sending like pics to him literally on Twitter.
I was so excited. Wasn't I excited when he did that too? Because I was like, this was for Ethan, and he responded. So I thought you got it.
She was literally sending like titty pics like on the daily to Ethan.
You led with
it was
peanut
like
butter.
crazy.
That doesn't make any sense, Trisha. Okay, we have peanut butter and Kraft. Okay, so Kraft is, and then you go LaCroix, which does nothing to do. Why would you do LaCroix?
Because the pure one goes with the grilled cheese. It pairs nicely.
I can't even see that it's picked.
This conversation is so boring. Sorry, I'm skipping to. Oh my god, they watched the Ellen. They watched the Ellen.
You think you're a weirdo, but they're the weirdos.
Yeah, they're like, if you touch her, you'll be escorted off like
So,
mid-show.
but Ellen.
I was like, okay.
Oh my
And then I
god.
touched her, that's another-
What a diva! You're just
I love people talking shit about Ellen. So this is a beautiful moment for me. I'm gonna be
Ellen.
honest.
You're just a TV host. You're not the fucking queen.
I know. I was so nervous.
Wait, I didn't. Okay, this is great. I'm glad we're doing this.
I already kind of asked, you know.
Oh, you read? That's your.
Don't people hug her and stuff?
do for a
Up there?
Maybe like audience members.
Okay.
We were pre-picked.
Okay. All right. Got you. You're so happy, aren't you?
You're so pretty. It's like looking at him here.
Yeah.
Ay, cringy.
It's so weird seeing this other like Trish and also just seeing Ellen because Ellen sucks. But like whatever.
Wow.
You're like looking in a mirror. Did you rehearse that line?
No. You know, whenever I go on these shows, especially when I was younger, this is what I'm talking about, the blackout. I don't remember anything. Like, when people ask me how, like, I don't remember saying any of this. That's why it's cringy to watch. Like, even, like, America's Got Talent, like, all that stuff is so cringy
You're
to
so
watch.
young. I thought
Yeah.
you're doing really well though.
It's like 22.
It's funny.
Well, they found me on YouTube, so, like, they act like they picked you from the audience, but you're not. They just
Oh.
I love Ellen hate.
YouTube.
Did you touch her or it didn't happen yet?
It's right here. See, I'm touching her right
Okay,
now.
let's see.
Fantastic. All right.
Oh, she apologizes. She's telling the truth.
Yeah, I need a book or something.
Okay. I have a. I have.
Ew, this
my
is so
book right
cringe.
there. Okay, you can read my book. All right. Should I hold this for you? Oh, your mic. Okay, great.
Alright.
Oh, the speaking quickly.
Looking at a spider has to be the scariest thing in the world. Actually, you know what would be scarier? If after putting on the one shower, I put my foot in the other one, just know that I was teaming with hundreds of spiders while the babies were in there. School fish, what is group size? I remember a whole circle of spiders. That'd be scary.
So good.
This is so weird. You could never clapping for me.
You know what? Read.
So good.
So, this is the scary part. You're back here,
This is so weird.
But
This is
you're
so
you're
cringe.
such a comedian with your timing and everything.
You think?
Yeah, you go. This is the scary part, and
Oh, okay.
Speed
Thank
up
you.
again.
It's super cringe.
It's
I
one
don't
of my
know,
favorite
this was back in,
clips.
like, this was before like Instagram. This was like 2009, so maybe when Instagram first started. And like, I just wanted to be famous. You know, now it's so easy with like TikTok and all that stuff to go viral. But like, I just wanted to be like, my thought.
Ellen Mask was never fully on for me. I saw through it. I mean, when someone's that positive, I'm like, please.
yeah, she's like, don't look at her, don't touch her. We're gonna be called someday.
I thought that's your theory. Like, even America's Got Talent, I thought, oh, like Howard Stern's gonna love me. He's gonna ask me to be on the show. As a
I mean, it's pretty
picture.
epic that you were on all these.
Yeah, I tried. You know,
So how did you get on the show?
YouTube. They just found I had a.
Oh,
I
they
had a
reached out to
speed
you?
reading one. All the shows did. America's Got Talent reached out to me. Like Guinness. Like they all worked out. It's a Guinness. Yeah, Guinness World Record.
Wow.
And they still
Ellen
have
loved
series,
it.
and I've messed up once. Oh.
Names and pseudonyms. 45 seconds on the clock, please.
I forgot
This
they
is
watched
trivia,
all of
David Arquette.
these.
Wait, isn't this looks recent?
No. it
Wait,
was
I'm
years
pretty
ago.
sure she talked shit about Courtney Cox in this, and she's like, Courtney Cox was like kind of a bitch to me. That Courtney Cox was, whenever I met Courtney Cox was a lovely woman who I actually disrupted her family fucking dinner, and she was so polite, invited me to sit down, made all of her family stand up so she could take a picture with me. I shouldn't have interrupted her family dinner. I was a lot younger than what I am now. Took a picture with me, hugged me, talked about friends, and then sent me on my way. She was a lovely, lovely, lovely person, and I will die on the hill that Courtney Cox is an incredible person.
You're just a contestant?
Huh?
You're just a contestant?
Yeah, me and my mom.
Ooh,
So,
look how Trisha responds to her saying that about Queen Latifah, but Ethan cuts it off so that they don't have like a moment focusing on it. Look at her reaction, but Ethan distracts from it. Look at this. Watch her face.
You're just a contestant?
Look at that, but Ethan distracts from it. Ethan distracts from it. Because if he would call this out, it would also make him look bad. So he distracted from it. See what he did there? Watch that one last time.
this is trivia. David Arquette.
Wait, isn't this
Watch.
looks recent?
No, it was like 4 years ago.
Watch.
You're just a contestant?
Look, see?
Huh?
You're just a
Shady.
contestant?
Yeah, me and my mom. So it was like a celebrity name game. So it was like you had to go on with a partner, and so me and my mom.
You're
had...
the celebrity?
No, David Arquette's a celebrity.
Oh, well, why are you there?
So you get paired with a celebrity, and it's all pop culture, which we killed this. We won. We beat the other team. I'm really good. So like pop culture. Craig Ferguson was the host. It was a fun show. You got
Dude, David Arquette, I gotta tell, I think you're David Arquette.
Maybe
man.
back then he was more relevant.
You're more famous than David Arquette.
Aw,
You should be on here.
Please.
You should have said that.
David Arquette was never that nice to me. I met him a couple times. He never liked me.
Seems like there's a common thread that all these people are not nice to you. Are they really not nice to you?
David Arquette more no, because some people are really nice. Quentin Tarantino's nice. Eminem's really nice. Like there's people who are like overtly nice. David Arquette seemed annoyed with me every time I met him, like a few times.
Oh, maybe it was David Arquette, not Courtney Cox that she was talking about. Okay, my bad.
Fuck him. Calling him out right now.
We can have no.
David Arquette, if you're watching and listening, we're calling you out.
Courtney Cox is very cold. She's definitely one like don't touch me.
Wrong. Straight up wrong. Straight up a lie. And if it had anything, if there was anything that Courtney Cox did, I would believe that it would be on Trisha. Trisha talks about Courtney Cox being cold. Not true. I literally can promise you that that is not true. I have a couple of my friends who've met Courtney Cox. I actually have one of my friends who met Courtney Cox 3 or 2 days ago at the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And Courtney Cox was lovely, stopped for a conversation. I would believe that if there was a problem, it was Trisha.
But Trisha's
Courtney
also
Cox is
Oh,
lovely.
she is.
Yeah.
Oh, he was in the dragon, the yellow suit.
Did you win money?
Yeah.
How much you get?
8,000. Yeah.
No, not princess, but Queen Latifah. Okay. She was a blonde bombshell in the 50s. She's.
Wow, you're really good at this.
Oh,
Thanks.
he sings the grenade song, the little one, the little grenade song.
Oh, I thought he is little. You're like the little one.
Bruno Mars. Okay.
Can't believe Trisha's mother is on here.
Really tall. He was like an actor too.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
Gothic. All the face paint. I love him.
Dude, you are freaking good at this.
Thanks.
I didn't know who that is.
Yeah, I didn't
Or
know.
that.
The lady. The
Oh, laughing on these shows.
The David Dobrik vlog.
Not the David Dobrik laugh.
It so is.
I'm so fun to watch you play as well. Looking forward to it.
Hashtag me too. Why is he commenting on watching me play?
Really? He's being nice. Come on.
No, he said he's fun to watch you play.
Did you just hear her? She said that was harassment. Because he said it was fun to watch you play. About her being really excited and like over the top.
Because you're so energetic.
Oh, okay, I took it
I don't think.
He wanted a buck.
No, I don't think so. I don't think that's what he meant.
And I thought, in that show too, I thought, oh, Craig Ferguson would probably have me on as a guest. My dream in life was to always be like a talk show guest.
So
I used
weird
like,
to
pretend.
say
Did you ever
that.
do that? I feel like a lot of people did.
A
Where-
talk show guest.
Yeah, like where you're interviewed by like Jay Leno. when I
Oh,
was a kid.
like you sit in, you're the interviewer.
You're like, oh, thanks so much for having
No,
me. This is really great.
I actually don't. Actually,
You never fantasized that?
No, and I really never want to go on a show like that because it's just so nerve wracking. I hate it.
Really? Oh,
Yeah, I
love
don't
it.
like it because you're sitting there and you have to be funny, and then everybody's watching you, and everyone's, you know what I mean? And it's like short.
Yeah, I think I would have liked it in like the '90s when like you could be like sexually harassed by David Letterman. Like I
Right.
love those.
He's like, come here, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
it's
now
great.
you can't do that.
Hold on, here, come here, girl. Slap your titties.
No, they totally did. Remember Johnny Carson did that with Dolly Parton? He like squeezed her tits.
Really?
Yeah, he's like, can I feel them?
Here, can I punch you in the tits?
Or Pamela Anderson too. She got sexually harassed a lot by like Jay Leno and David Letterman. They were always saying like about her like sucking dick, and I was like, oh, that's
What?
cool. Yeah.
Hey, the pork boys did that to you on the BFFs
Who's
podcast.
the Pork Boys? Pork Boys.
The pork boy, David Portney.
Dave Portney, if you want me back, I'll come on your show again. I liked him. I thought he was cool.
What? They were so rude to you.
You think? I don't know. I didn't get that vibe. I guess it's the same way.
This is
people
such a
think they're exploitive,
strange
like, people see it
conversation. And
differently.
the way
He's
Ethan's talking about it
rude.
too.
End me of the show.
No.
On both of
yeah.
their behalves.
No.
You like have a condom on your head.
Yeah, Joel is a friend of the show.
No, he's not.
Here, let's watch.
Ooh, this is really cringe. This is like I can't watch this with anybody.
I'm 23 years old.
Yeah.
America's Got Talent, okay.
Skinny.
Hi, Millie.
He's just so beautiful.
Now, do you really love these people, or you just because I feel like you don't really like
Oh.
Ellen?
Oh, Ellen, but I never said I was a fan of Ellen.
Well, okay, because you acted like you're like, ah, you can't believe I'm here, I love you,
No,
you're so
no.
beautiful.
Howard Stern, I'm a huge fan of. Like, because that's why I am the way I am. Like, he had a show on E where, like, girls were naked at, like, midnight, and I was like, I want to be that girl, because he thought they were so, like, he wanted to fuck all these girls. I'm like, I want to, you know?
What's so funny is recently Trisha came out with, I actually didn't like Howard Stern at all. I went and auditioned, like, truthfully, and then they made me a joke, so I kind of turned it around on them, and that I was actually just there to like Howard Stern or whatever. So she, like, changes her narrative even on this, like, really easy shit, like, all the time for absolutely no reason, love.
So, like, to me, he was, like, the epitome. Like, I was like, oh, I want to meet Howard Stern. He's another one I thought maybe would leave his wife for me.
Oh, my goodness.
Jesus.
I love your ambition.
But I'm, like, dead serious when I say that. Like, I literally thought, oh, he looks at me like he probably will leave Beth for me.
Oh, my goodness.
But then, the
My
next day,
God.
he literally came for me and said, she looks like Pamela Anderson if she would lose 40 pounds. I was like, eee.
That's brutal.
Especially by someone you love. But I think he's definitely shticky.
Kind of a compliment, though.
Yeah,
Still, yeah, okay.
Because he thought Pamela Anderson was like the sexiest girl, like, in the 90s. He, like, loved Pamela. But I think it's a shtick because, like, you know, when I met him, like, at
Thank
the
you for
show, I
following,
went to New York,
everyone.
And he was, like, so nice. Like, so, like, unbelievably nice. Like, I was like, wow, why are you so nice to me? And, like, he's nice when Howie was, like, kind of a prick. Sharon was okay, but Howard was really nice. Nick Cannon a prick, too. But Howard was, like, overtly nice to me for no reason.
You probably wanted to leave his wife for you.
Shit. You think I missed my opportunity? Maybe I should have lost 40 pounds before I went on the show. Damn it.
You could be Mrs. Stern right now.
I was going to go on his show and, like, have him waiting as Nick Cannon. This was so scary. This was Austin.
Wow. Hi.
They're trying to
Oh,
make
God.
me go through based on my looks.
You look like you.
Oh my God, that's so ridiculous.
That was great.
Okay,
You
so
never know.
they reached out to you,
They reached out to me many seasons ago.
and then the fast talking was your skill. Like, what's
They
your skill?
sabotage. America's Got Talent sabotages, and I saw the girl on TikTok go viral.
Oh, okay. So this is the tea about America's Got Talent.
She's an actual talented person.
Bye, Barry
she was,
Murphy.
Like, they wanted her to, like, sing a Pink song and look like Pink, and she goes, oh, I kind of don't want to because, like, you know, I just want to show my talent. And it was like, no, you have to sing a Pink song. So she sings a Pink song, and then all the judges like, you're trying too hard to be Pink, be original. And the girl went viral on TikTok. And she's like, she was traumatized after that because she's like an actually good singer.
Thank you.
dirty.
Enjoy your
Honestly, they did
sleep.
that with me. I was so mad. So
Hi,
this was
sniff
after,
time.
I did a couple fast talking things, but this was after all that. And they were like, we want you on here to be like a fast talker. So they told me that I was gonna do Star Spangled Banner. Like, you're gonna like talk as fast as you can. So in my head I had that.
Not a fucking fast version of Star Spangled Banner. Jose, can you see? Like, fuck me.
No, we're gonna change it. We have a beat for you. Go out there and freestyle as fast as you can.
Oh, so dirty.
Oh, shit.
Minutes. I waited 6 hours. In Austin, Texas, they flew me. I waited 6
That's
hours.
so fucked up. They are creating all these crazy situations. That's so dirty.
So they like literally a minute before they're like, okay, change of plans. We don't have Star Spangled Banner approved, so you're gonna go out there and
freestyle.
Freestyle. They're like, go as fast, just talk as fast as you can over this beat.
Hi.
I was like, what? Like,
You know how fucked up that is because. Yeah, I know. No, yeah. Okay, the Star Spangled Banner people got back to us last minute. They gave us a no on that. Yo, because that's actually so exploitative because you showed up, you spent all this time. So if you're like, no, I'm not going to do that, then they're like, okay, go home.
And I was in Austin, Texas. They flew me to Austin.
Oh, brother.
They flew her out for it?
They fuck you. That's so messed up. They're humiliating these people. I don't like that.
No, they did it after my interview with Nick Cannon. So the interview with Nick Cannon, he's like, you're going to go out there and be a fast talker. I'm like, yeah. And then like they're saying it like as they're introducing you for the next person. And they're like, oh no, like they've already seen you, they already love you. Like they tell you, they hype you up as if you're gonna be good. In my head, I already kind of knew I was obviously not gonna win America's Got Talent with fast talking. I just thought it was a good way, again, to see Howard Stern. Because they offered me this when Piers Morgan was the host, and I said no because I was like, I don't want to be humiliated.
Boo! Fuck Piers Morgan. Piers Morgan is literally the devil. Literally the devil.
My career. Now I'd be like, whatever, fucking humiliate me. But back then, I still thought I could be taken seriously by like Quentin Tarantino. Maybe he put me in a movie. Now I was like, oh fuck that. But I went on because Howard was the judge. This was the first year he was a judge, and I was like, you know what? I'll do it this year because I really truly my heart thought Howard Stern would be like my best friend.
Were you looking at him and trying to be like put on the moves to him a little bit?
I didn't until I got humiliated, and then in my fight or flight was like, okay, Trish, make this really entertaining, make this quirky. Here's your chance, talk Howard, and then it turned around and it was
That's
really good.
sad.
You did have a good experience with Howard, actually.
He was great. He came on stage and danced with me, and it was amazing.
You work in Vegas.
Really? I know I did that a lot. Someone thought I was a stripper or a porn star. I'm like, nope, I love Jesus. I'm not like that.
So you're really fine. That was a good
What's
thing.
your name?
My name is Trish like fish.
Trish. And
Trish like fish. Fishy Trishy.
Trish, I'm fascinated.
But that's like not funny. Like, people laughing.
It's goofy, but like I think what's happening here is that you're actually being really funny, and people, the way that you put it out, you put it like, oh, I'm just ditzy and I'm just a dumb girl, but like you're actually being funny, and it gets lost. But like that's a great line.
I think early on, like I definitely was like that high pitched voice. I want to be like Dustin Simpson. I was like,
Here's Piers Morgan. You do not want to know.
Smartness pays off. I mean, I think I'm like dumb in some ways, like whatever. But now
I think people appreciate that you're actually a funny person now, which is good.
Thank you. Oh my God, so many compliments this episode.
It's true. You're hilarious.
Would that be the title? Trisha's funny?
No, absolutely not. Who's gonna click that? You? Audience of one, just to watch back.
Funny.
Are you able to walk around and get a job?
I'm like a theater programmer, but I work in my house and no one ever sees me.
Such a weird comment. Did you hear that? The judges were like, are you able to like walk around and get a job? Basically when Trisha looks like that in that dress. Like it's so weird. These like old shows, like none of them aged well in any way.
Really fast? And like, I'm a rapper?
Yes, a rapper.
Oh my God.
You're not I can't believe they made you want to be a rapper.
They told me last minute they love that you rap. Because at the time I did some videos where I thought maybe they saw it. I was like rapping to Nicki Minaj on the internet and like Twista and all these things. And I was like, oh, maybe they saw it. This is so embarrassing.
Here we
This
go.
is the most embarrassing.
A rapper.
Saturday, summer, when I turn on my TV, I'm watching
Wait.
Oh God.
What are you
This
reading?
is just
I'm not.
awful.
It's over my head.
No way.
Yeah, because when they told me this, I started thinking of all the things that could rhyme. So I was like, you turn on your TV, you're watching EDT. Like, I'm just like, trying to think of all
No
the
way.
stuff.
Seriously?
Yeah, I mean, it's not good. You're
Fast.
gonna-
It's
That was
not
right, really
good.
fast.
Yeah.
Oh wow, Howard.
Right away.
Oh my God. This is too cringe for me. This is too cringe for me. I'm sorry. Like, would y'all hate me if I skip the sections of her on reality TV? Like, this is really cringe. Would you please? I'm like on my hands and knees begging you to let me skip her doing this part. Please. Oh my God, all of you are saying skip. I absolutely adore all of you. Seriously, I adore all of you. Okay, they've stopped here.
At the top of the show next week.
Of your show.
Of our show.
Oh, you
Sorry,
can
it was
plug
just
that
like-
next
No. I have a music video coming out next week that I want to plug. And so
Yeah.
I was like, let me just save the plug for something that
show. Save the
I'm
plug. I have a Teddy Fresh plug coming up.
I guess that's one maybe. Okay.
We'll do a mutual plug.
Okay.
We'll just do like a plug episode. We should do an episode. It's just plugs.
Yeah. Honestly, like, they were really like a low ball too. And I was like, I
How much they offer you?
It was like 40,000, but it was like
It's a lot.
10 TikToks, 10 YouTube videos, 10
Oh,
Instagram.
that's insane.
Her lashes are good here, by the way. Sorry, just side profile. Her lashes are
To
good.
whisper our name into the mic during Frenemies when Ethan's not listening.
No, they said that. They're like, what if we could just naturally put it in there?
Oh, that's a horrible deal.
And I'm like, because I didn't mention it, I was more like, oh, maybe.
They're like, you have to do everything for us forever, and we'll give you $40,000.
Oh, I can imagine the Kardashians do that. They probably pay
Hell no,
$50
yeah.
for-
The Kardashians don't fart unless
What
they get
is
paid.
the fucking structure of this episode? Seriously, is anyone following this? This episode is probably their messiest yet. Messiest yet.
Maybe next time.
I don't like them. Is it Fashion Nova?
It was Fashion
Fucking scumbag.
Oh,
No.
Fashion Nova drama. I love Fashion Nova
Cheap
drama.
garbage.
They cater to plus size.
Cheap garbage.
I love it.
All from.
Oh my God, the Fashion Nova drama.
No,
I need to write this
like, on
down.
Instagram and people are like, Fashion Nova. I love Fashion Nova. I was like, what is Fashion Nova bullshit?
You know what I like is it is really cheap and it does go for plus size, and they don't make you wear them.
I'm against fast fashion. It's very bad for the world. And usually they steal their designs too from other people.
Well, I mean,
I'm writing this
that's
down.
not my problem.
I don't know. No, not your problem. I'm not trying to fuck up your deal. I'm just saying.
Why would Trisha care about unpaid workers?
I don't think so.
Early on, it was very Gucci-esque.
Oh, well, esque is not stealing.
Well,
By the way, if somebody's gonna say you're Gucci-esque, that's a compliment.
the designs look very similar early on. I love Teddy Fresh. It's become its own thing now. I love it.
Really?
I love
The
it.
beginning ones were super unique and weird.
Unique? That's what you
So
are.
these fast fashion companies, they literally do like what you
Stilettos.
show, but even worse. They just mass produce, they rip off
I'm
design.
not so against it because, like, where are you going to buy a Kim Kardashian Versace dress? You know, like, might as well get it from Fashion Nova. It's not like Versace's her.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. They do sometimes rip off like small.
Yeah.
Trisha
Oh,
said,
no.
I love fast
That's
fashion.
that too.
I
Yeah,
love
yeah,
fast
yeah,
fashion.
They haven't ripped off Teddy Fresh, though.
No, not really.
No.
But James Charles, Sisters Apparel, have ripped it off.
I don't like them. They try to fuck me. They gotta pay up. They gotta wet my beat.
Are you going to bleep it?
No,
Bleep that.
I want Fashion Nova to know that they gotta email me and pay up.
I like Fashion Nova. They have discount codes. They do plus size. They do have fast fashion. It's
Wait,
cheap.
now what?
Oh my God, stop promoting on my channel. Oh my goodness, the muckers. I'm so sorry. We're not being paid to promote Fashion Nova. What we are being paid to promote is Adam and Eve. Use code Adam. I'm not being paid for this, so.
Their parents are such
Code Adam50.
idiots.
Yeah,
if
they
you
that's
want.
the thing. They should
Why
have
go
goblins.
to the airport and on airplanes and like right now of all times?
Do you want to watch Noah Beck's response to it?
Yes, please. Trisha, this is why you gotta bring preparation because I'm not fully in tune. Why you can't expect me to be prepared?
Okay.
I love
Noah
you.
Beck's hot. Noah Beck's
Oh, you're not
sexy.
doing it, okay.
You guys are getting a lot of backlash for going to Bahamas. What do you think about that?
Oh my God, whenever the like Dixie group went to the Bahamas, I loved this drama because they were all the worst people ever. It was like peak pandemic and they were all going to the Bahamas. Fuck them all.
Sleeveless hoodie is the worst garment a man can wear.
This guy, after watching this, like, might be like the dumbest person on planet Earth.
Yeah, he does strike me.
No,
as
he's
yeah.
really dumb. Like, almost.
If Trisha Paytas called me the dumbest person on planet Earth, I would never recover from it.
He needs to have a
Mentally.
to like watch out for him. You know what I mean? Like, I'm kind of like, it's like not fair that he's on social
He's
media.
the type of dude like in Zoolander who would be pumping gas in his car and being like having a water fight.
For sure. Oh my
Yeah.
God, for sure,
Yeah.
yeah.
It is what it is. You know, like,
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah. That's like, you need some time to kind of disconnect a little, you know?
Code
you
Adam50.
Fucking idiot. Your life as a TikToker is the hardest profession.
Yeah, okay, wait, it gets worse.
Yeah, exactly. That's what that was meant for. It was a little trick.
Do you remember whenever these paparazzi would literally follow all of these, like, it was like Nikita Dragon, Noah Beck, and it was like only that like niche group of people. It is what it is, Mary said, where they would literally just follow them nonstop during the pandemic. Ugh. Adam watches Eagle. Adam watches Glee. Oh, I was like, why would I watch an Eagle?
And you like live in like a $5 million house with like a pool. It's like you're probably fine. It's
Dude,
just there and
you are
relax.
that is like the most diluted statement of this decade.
Noah Beck was like
It's history
18 at
now.
the
We
time
don't
of
know what
this.
Christmas because of all this, like, we know people
Hollywood
pregnant and
fix.
in the hospital.
And
about it, so.
listen, in our profession, We are the hardest work. We are under so much stress. Yeah, doctors and frontline workers and nurses are having a hard time, but I just had to take it off to the Bahamas. And by the way, if a few people in the Bahamas die, I mean, does anyone really care?
Nobody knows.
Yeah.
It's not like, it's just like, I don't know, whatever.
What the fuck was that flash for? What was that flash? What was that?
Because these people are so stupid. And it's like, this is what I think, these people don't deserve it, because they're so, like, self-absorbed in this.
He's very young, though, but whatever. You gotta own it, bro. Don't be such a...
Oh my god, we just hit 4 hours! Woo, 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 woo! We just hit 4 hours. Are you going insane?
The parents at that age. Bad parenting.
I mean, but they're old enough to know. It's like, 19. Like,
The Dixie parents win. I mean, they enable it. It was like, oh, well, these adults think it's fine, so... Must be.
I don't know. I was seeing if I had any other dramas to talk about.
So
4 hour besties.
What?
Wow, you really?
What
about the 25th Amendment?
What is that?
It's when they revoke. They say you can't be president any longer because you're unfit to serve.
The fact if Trisha was to do like an American like immigrant exam, she would fail to like get citizenship is so funny to me.
I don't know anything about it.
he incited a riot, and
He did. Oh, he started the Capitol riots.
Yes.
Jeffree Star?
Oh, he did.
So he held a huge rally outside. He held a huge
Allegedly.
rally 1 hour before they voted to certify Biden. And he basically riled them up, said it was stolen, and then told them to march on the Capitol. And they marched to the Capitol. 5 people died. 2 officers died. And it was insane. It was crazy. They were there with zip ties. They were trying to kidnap.
This is so beautiful. Frenemies is starting and ending the episode talking about January 6th. It's like almost in a way beautiful. You know the way it like encapsulates, you know, the entire episode and like what was going on in the world. They've started and ended in the same position. Very beautiful. Very beautiful storytelling, one would argue.
So Twitter banned Trump. It's not a First Amendment thing. He literally is a danger to himself and others.
Why wasn't he 5150 then?
Good question.
Not that.
The 25th is. It's a 5150 for the president. It is.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess he is the president.
Yeah.
Is he still the president?
He is the president till the 20th. Yes.
Do you think he come on the show or no? Like,
Trump?
serious
Yeah,
question?
he come on.
Donald Trump would love to
Trump
go
would
on
definitely
Frenemies.
come on Frenemies. Yeah, he needs a platform. Oh, he can be on our show though.
Yeah,
Like,
because posting it.
Yeah. I'll have Ian reach out.
Interesting. I don't know.
Do you have Mark Meadows' email?
I'm not a Trump supporter. All I'm saying is like, it's just
Need to
whatever,
write down
but
my
he's,
note.
like, on
Donald
Trump,
Trump going on Frenemies.
Both. He was
How
using
can you
his platform.
Trisha
He was
asks
posting
if
videos.
Donald Trump
So during the riots, he was
will
posting
go
videos to Twitter
on
being like,
Frenemies.
"The election. Listen, you guys have to be peaceful. Even though the election was stolen, they stole it from us. This has never happened before. He was drumming them up. There's a lot.
How come they don't ban me for like squirting on Twitter? They're like, that's fine.
That's sexual. You know
How did she go from Trump to her? Claudia, thank you so much for subscribing.
You don't think I'm inciting. I feel like I incite a lot of
You're
people.
inciting riots with squirting?
People get so mad when they
Well, that's not your intention.
comments. Right. Oh, you think it was his intention to start a riot? Maybe he was just
That was such a
passionate.
jump
I don't
scare,
know, I
Trisha.
don't support Trump, but
No, he's fucked. His life is ruined. It's crazy.
yeah, there's a TikToker who said she voted for Trump, and then like everyone canceled her, and then she came back and was like, oh no, like I don't care about politics, and now she's like, fuck you guys, like I support Trump, and then they canceled her again.
By the way, I'm not mad at people that supported Trump. There's nothing wrong with voting for Donald Trump.
Right.
That I'm not mad. I get that. That was half the country.
You don't like him personally.
I don't like him personally, but like he represents a lot of conservative ideas that people identify with, and so they vote for him. And even if you like him, that's fine. I think that there, you have no blame. There's nothing wrong with the fact you voted for Trump. I think now that all this has happened, it's important to just kind of.
Okay, can I
see
change
it for
my
what it
stance
is.
on
Yeah.
this?
You should look into it before you change your stance.
Well, I was gonna say I don't like Trump anymore. I don't think I have empathy for him a little bit.
You just watch.
Trisha doesn't have empathy anymore for Trump. No more empathy from Trisha to Trump.
No, but can I just
He will be
say,
so sad.
Getting banned on Twitter is like getting banned on Instagram. It really doesn't matter. They were both dying anyways.
Oh my god, Trisha getting banned on Instagram the week before and Trump getting banned on Twitter the week after. This must be studied.
Banned him, Instagram banned him, Twitter banned him, Shopify banned him.
Oh my
Email
god,
banned him.
Brogan, thank you so much for
banned him.
coming and
And then
watching.
what's crazy is that now the PGA Tour said that they're canceling all events at Trump golf courses. He is so fucked.
They edited the part out with Donald Trump and Home Alone 2 over Christmas. Did you see that on TV? Yeah. No, really? No, I saw it. I'm the
Okay,
website.
this entire episode is ending with conversation about politics, and it's so hard to watch because it's like Ethan's educated in it, Trisha's not educated, and she like doesn't care to like learn anything, and it's just like it's so hard to listen to, and it always was in the moment, and it was like one of those, I mean, everyone in the chat is agreeing, but it was like hearing Trisha talk about politics was always like it was always just like so much.